These are the top 5 Cyber Monday gaming monitor deals. If at any point during the video you want to check out any of these 5 deals, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links, but let's jump into the number 5 spot. And that is the Dell S3422DWG, typically retailing for $510, but now on sale for $450. So you get $60 off a very nice ultra-wide monitor. So this is an ultra-wide monitor, which means it's a 21:9 aspect ratio. This is incredible for gaming if you want immersion. Probably my favorite form factor with a monitor, but not only for gaming, it's also great for everyday tasks like typing out papers, just multitasking on your desktop. And it's also curved, so it does add to that immersion. Now, as far as resolution, this is ultra-wide 1440p. So this has a good PPI, or pixels per inch, essentially how crisp and clear the image, text, and games are going to be. So this is about 109. That is a good, clear, crisp PPI. Now this has a 144 hertz refresh rate. Now this is actually a VA panel, and I reviewed basically all of the VA ultra-wide gaming panels, and this is the best one in my opinion. Not only that, but this has really good brightness, well over the advertised, and in HDR it gets incredibly bright. So you don't have to worry about reflections because it's so bright, and because of that brightness, it's very vibrant and a beautiful panel overall. And ghosting is also the lowest out of any ultra-wide VA panel I've seen. So you can absolutely do some really fast-paced gaming on this, because even though it's a VA panel, it's got very low ghosting. If you want an incredible gaming experience on an ultra-wide for a pretty dang low price point, this is absolutely the time to pick it up. Now moving on to the number 4 spot, this is the Samsung Odyssey G5 32-inch, typically retailing for $350, but on sale for $290. Now the absolutely massive thing with the Odyssey G5 is the immersion. This has a crazy 1000R curve to it. There are better VA gaming 32-inch panels out there, but there are not a whole lot others that have a 1000R curve. When you're sitting in front of this thing, it is literally wrapping around you. So if you are super big with immersion and you want a huge screen, a 32-inch 1000R curve is big. This has a pretty good resolution of 1440p, not as high of a PPI as the last monitor because it is 1440p at just a bigger screen size, although I still find it good, and 4K at that screen size would be insanely expensive, so it is a good middle ground. It hits 144 hertz refresh rate, and it has FreeSync Premium. Overall, on sale for less than $300, you're getting a very immersive, big monitor. So if that's what you're into, this is a great deal. Moving on to the number 3 spot, this is the Dell S2722DGM, typically retailing for $330, but on sale for only $270. This is a 27-inch curved VA panel monitor with a resolution of 1440p. So you have the same PPI as the first monitor, which means it's very crisp and clear. Games, text, all that is gonna be nice and clear. However, again, this is a VA panel with very good contrast ratio. So those blacks, night scenes are gonna be very deep, dark, and black. That's something that you want, especially when watching movies or playing very vibrant and beautiful looking games. Also, the 1500R curve absolutely adds immersion more than a flat panel. Now the refresh rate goes all the way up to 165 hertz, and like the other Dell on this list, they do probably the best job with ghosting for VA panels, which is why this is on the list. After reviewing and testing this monitor a lot, this had the best and lowest ghosting on a VA panel that was 27 inches, 1440p. So of all the competitors, this had the absolute lowest, and it really wasn't an issue when gaming with this panel, which is very cool. And this would even do really well in fast-paced games, even though it's a VA panel. This also has a very nice and adjustable stand. You got height adjustability, tilt. Now this also has good color coverage, covering 99% of the sRGB color space, and the panel is nice and bright. So when you're in games, especially more beautiful games, this thing is nice and vibrant, especially those kind of dimmer scenes with some nice blacks in it. The contrast ratio definitely pulls those out. Very good. For $270, this is an awesome deal. Moving on to the number 2 spot, this is the LG 27GN800-B. This thing is very similar to the Dell, but it is a 27-inch 1440p IPS panel. Now this thing typically retails for $400, but it is on sale for $277. Now it's similar to the Dell, but there's no curve, and this is an IPS panel, which means you don't get as much of a contrast ratio, but you get better viewing angles, much less ghosting, and an overall little bit of a faster panel and a little bit more vibrant and bright. So whether you prefer an IPS or a VA panel, these are both in a similar price range, although this is a more expensive monitor just on a bigger sale. But like I said, 27 inches, 1440p, which means the PPI is gonna be about 109, so basically the same as the other Dell, so it's clear and crisp. Now the one thing this does not have that the Dell does have is an adjustable stand. However, for me, that's not really big. All you can do is just tilt it. However, for that price, it's pretty tough to beat. Now, as far as color coverage, this covers 99% of the sRGB color space, but it's very, very vibrant and beautiful. Especially if you like vibrant and beautiful colors, this thing definitely delivers. As well, this has great brightness, a little bit over advertised, which is very cool to see. But moving into response time and refresh rate, this is 144 Hertz with a 1 millisecond gray to gray response time, and that equates to basically absolutely no ghosting. This thing is absolutely rock solid with ghosting, so even in those super fast-paced games, this thing's gonna be very, very fast. At this price point, for only $277 for an LG IPS gaming monitor, absolutely amazing price. But moving on to the number one spot that cannot be beat, the absolute best sale of the year, the LG 27GP850-B. This thing typically retails for $500, but it is on sale for $377. This cannot be beat. Now, this is a 27-inch IPS panel, and this is my most recommended 27-inch gaming monitor out there. For the price of typically $500, this is absolutely the best 27-inch gaming monitor out there, period. But for $377, this thing is unbelievable. This has absolutely fantastic colors, covering 98% of the DCI-P3 color space. And not only that, but from the factory, it comes pre-calibrated for color. So if you wanna take this out of the box, edit some photo or videos professionally, and then go right into gaming, you can absolutely do that. And none of the other ones on the list can do that. Unbelievable. Now this has a resolution of 1440p with a PPI of about 109 because this is a 27-inch monitor, so it's got that same clear and crispness as the other monitors, except for that Odyssey, which is a slightly lower PPI. But I can't stress how beautiful this panel is. The vibrancy, the brightness that was way over advertised. It is just a gorgeous monitor and probably my favorite for the price. The only thing that beats it is the 4K version of this, but that is $900 and basically never in stock. So for $377, that's absolutely crazy. Now refresh rate and ghosting, this thing goes up to 165 Hertz, and get this, it has not only FreeSync Premium, but it has G-Sync compatibility. That's amazing, especially in a monitor that's $377. Now talking about ghosting, it doesn't exist. There's none. It's absolutely amazing. This is LG's Nano IPS panel, so there is absolutely basically no ghosting. It's unperceivable to the eye even during controlled tests. Overall, this is an extremely premium and polished 27-inch monitor and absolutely an amazing deal for only $377. Again, if you want to check out any of the 5 deals, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. I do got you guys. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, throw a like below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Type C Tech Reviews out.